Oh dear, what's the bush doing partly dismantled? Well, it was like this. Although this set has a beautiful sound, it was somewhat boomy. And I remember dimly taking off the front many moons ago to renew the cloth, which had gone baggy, and seeing quite a sizable elliptical speaker. I suppose it's about 6 by 4. Very free running speaker with a nice high quality rubber surround. Got a feeling it's probably one of those EMI speakers. They used to make some lovely old things at one time, the old 13 by 8s, elliptical, often fitted with tweeters or just a dual cone sometimes. And of course, for the States, the enormous 15 by 19 inch jobs, sometimes with as many as 4 tweeters arranged across the front. Only in America. Anyway, I've done something rather more modest here. Found myself an old tweeter, just an odd one on its own. Never seem to end up throwing much away because you never know when I might need it. And using the hole saw, drill the hole through the plywood baffle board here, and I've screwed it on from the front, which is what Bush have done here. They've actually used nice little machine screws and brass nuts to do it. But I hadn't got any of those, but I did have some little screws. So it was then just a matter of boring out, again with the hole saw, the relevant hole at the front. And you can see there I've drilled partially through, which is again what Bush had done. They've gone all the way through actually to accommodate the fixings. Otherwise I won't get the front back on properly. But the sound has been transformed. It was lovely sound before, but it was boomy. But now it's quite clear.
So there's situational context as well.
So, do you think I'll ever find this?
Handed over his Austrian lands under care of the Holy Roman Empire to his...
Wasn't that a quick blast of the music from E.T.? It's the only difference between E.T. and a lot of these scrounging so-called asylum seekers. E.T. wanted to go home, and when? Yes. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So I've now got to find some more material for the front of this. There's some up there, and a bit more down in the house. So yeah, so we are getting there slowly. Now there's a funny old thing. Blue Naz over on Canada, he said that this American crapperphone, it might not keep time over here, but because it's designed for use on a 60 cycle current rather than 50. But with the innards running on DC at 12 volts, this thing's connected to the solar panels and the battery on the shed, which is 12 volts. Is keeping time, and believe it or not, despite being a crapperphone, it still works. I put a CD in it a bit earlier, I think. Yeah, there we are. Just turned it down to put this on demonstration for you. Of course, when you're preparing this baffle plate for the material, it's quite important to make sure that everything lines up correctly. And I haven't done too badly. It's not spot on, but it's good enough, so to speak. So all I've got to do now, get the fabric glue and carefully put the fabric on. The foam underneath hasn't gone to gingerbread, intriguingly, like 8-track foam does. Very odd indeed. I know that I think it was Bass Lover was on about putting a tweeter in this thing. And I had it in my mind to do it because it worked a treat with the Kumba, old cassette thing for educational use. which had a whopping great big 10-inch speaker in it, and all the treble was just lost among the bass. So fitting a tweeter, there was plenty of room like there was in this thing. It has transformed that as well.
Sisters, sisters, they were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her. Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing. When I says when gentlemen arrive from Rome, she wore
It probably doesn't come through on the film, but there's no rattle or annoying tinny sort of sounds in the background, no, nothing like that. It's just too solidly made, this thing. Sad the way Bush went, but there you are. Happens to a lot of them, doesn't it? I mean, look at Philips now. Although apparently Magnavox over in America are actually starting to see the light, and they are producing LED TV sets down in California, would you believe? Anyway, on that slightly cynical note, all the way. See you soon.